Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare on the MysteriousJG. Um, a plague has gripped the land, and it's a plague of me getting into too much meta channel discussion in all my video series. But I need to get just 2 videos recorded before I go on like a little mini Christmas vacation visiting my folks, socially distanced from the rest of the family, but the folks are pretty much in lockdown, and so am I, so we can go see each other, and that's kind of how it's working for my family. But it's been certainly the most fun year ever, 2020. But for you guys, Christmas is in the rear view. I hope you had a good one, and Happy New Year coming up in a couple of days. As I try to bend my mind around all that. But I fully anticipate this video and the next will be full of good luck and no glitches, because I'm only gonna do 2 videos, and then I have to switch over from Grand Theft Equine to Grand Theft Auto, because I need to get a bunch of those recorded before I can travel away from my PS4, because I'm doing that one via PS4 as a PS2 classic on PS4. So the fact that there's only 2 videos I need to get done makes me think, oh, everything's going to go smoothly. The game is going to try to tempt me into playing more, and then I won't do it. And then the next time I play, when I'm just like, okay, I need to sit down. I've carved out like 3 hours so I can crank out like 6 videos worth of this series. Give me a good 2+ weeks of content. Then it's going to be like every 2 seconds the game fucking dies and headless glitches. But because there's only 2 videos this time, I have this real sense that everything's going to go super smooth as the game tries to tempt me into recording more when my plan is to shut down after 2. But we'll see what happens. Where are we? Okay, this is where I thought we were. We're up here in the far north because the last thing I did last time was actually grab the last violet snowdrops we need for Nigel West Dickens' mission. A cure for most of what ails you. Why is he so far? He's at Repentance Rock. Why is he not at Fort Mercer? Well, anyway, we'll fast travel to Fort Mercer, and then we'll go see what's going on at Repentance Rock. But, notwithstanding towns coming under attack and me deciding to go save them, because I keep talking about how I'll eventually stop doing that, but I always find myself going back and rescuing the towns. See, we know so much more about what's going on up here than we ever did before. Saint-Denis over here, Strawberry up here somewhere. The town whose name I keep forgetting, even though it's where you spend most of the beginning of the game up here. Yeah, we know so much now. I was so disappointed RDR2 didn't go to Mexico, but, like, if they didn't write any story content for Mexico, just having Mexico down there would have been kind of empty, but whatever. Sorry. Let's get back to this game. Assuming I don't get dragged in lots of different directions by towns coming under attack, we should be able to carry on with the quest of Nigel West Dickens. I don't know how many more quests he'll have, because Seth just had the one, and it's Seth and Nigel West Dickens who we need to do their little quest lines before we unlock the next and final main chapter of the game. Spoiler alert, as I think I've spoiled this before, Irish, for some reason, not in this game. Pretty much all the other major characters who live through to the end of RDR appear in this game. But Irish is gone with no explanation. I don't know if they couldn't get the voice actor. Maybe somebody involved in the creation of the game objected to the very stereotypical way he was presented. You're usually safe making fun of the Irish and the Italians, and of course the British. Other white immigrant groups like Germans, like it kind of starts to get a little hazier when you get into making fun of the Germans and the the Nordic peoples, but they're usually kind of okay. I don't want to sound like white privilege, like objection, like this is just something that you've noticed, like you kind of have to get real. Then the farther from like Western European you get, the more careful you got to be making fun of people in these historical games. But the Irish are kind of still a reasonably safe target. But somebody might have been like, you know what? Maybe the fact that he was drunk in every scene was a little too much, and they didn't bring him back, which is a shame because I would definitely say anybody who was offended by Irish, I totally get it. I found the character to be kind of ridiculous, but I was entertained by it in a way that I'm not necessarily proud of, per se. But I will admit that there were moments where I could not help but smile at particularly the relationship between John Marston and Irish. If, like, Irish was a member of an Irish family where all the other members of his Irish family were similarly caricatured and they interacted only with each other, fine. But, like, watching John Marston trying to deal with... Why am I still talking about this? Let's move on to A Cure for What Ails You. We will set a waypoint for there, but now what we'll need to do is fast travel to Fort Mercer. This is lunacy. Listen to this guy prattle on about Irish. It's lunacy. And he's not wrong. But Fort Mercer will be the closest, and it's where I thought our next plot with him would kick off, but apparently he has moved slightly. Perhaps he's trying to use... Perhaps he's continuing his experiments. Perhaps in his own way he's trying to help. You know, help profit off of other people's misery. But yeah, this will be a little short play session. And part of me is sad about that, because I'm kind of in the mood for this game, but the game that I need to stop playing this to go play instead is Grand Theft Auto Vice City, which is similar in most ways to this game. Frankly, it is. This game, it really is like Grand Theft Equine. It's just GTA in a different universe. But the last session was just a madhouse, and I really, even if it is only the 2 videos, I really hope this goes smoothly, because I was so frustrated. I actually managed to kill the immortal horse of war, which was funny in retrospect. It was actually, I guess it was kind of funny at the time, but let's not bother with you guys. This is steeper than I'd hoped it was. When I first saw it, I thought maybe there was a place where we could sneak up the side, but no, that is not going to be the case. Might be able to climb up over here. And anytime you go off-roading like this, you really run the risk of murdering your horse, as I have done in this game. See, he's got the right idea for avoiding them. Oh, come on, John. He's about to get murdered by zombies.
Poor fellow can't get enough.
As I see.
Get rid of him, would you?
Why?
Well, because we're old friends.
No.
Because we'll team up and fight the forces of darkness together.
Come on, John.
No.
Because I'm something you want. Trust me, you cynical bastard.
He is a bit of a cynic. Would you really have just left him to die? Come on, Marston.
Dear boy. Oh, thank you. Oh. Oh. Did you get the stuff?
Of course.
Oh.
That's why this plot scene triggered.
Wait just a minute.
I'm just going to go ram them into each other. One flower on the left hand, one flower on the right. Rub them together a bit, and we'll have a magical potion. What is this? I hope you didn't catch me urinating in there.
Now these should help. If I've got my mathematics correct, they'll blow the buggers apart.
And if you've got your sums wrong?
They'll blow you apart.
Little faith. Now listen, John. You're going to need some more serious weaponry. I've got a plan, but you need to pick up some old parts at Riley's charge.
Another shopping trip.
Yeah, well,
Not shopping, exactly.
excuse me if my efforts at salvation are interrupting your busy social calendar, John.
He's got a
I'm only
point.
trying to help because
We're old friends. I know. You better not be wasting my time.
He's trying to destroy the zombie apocalypse.
perish the thought.
John is really hard on his friends. Wasn't there a zombie sneaking up behind us in this? Oh, I guess the point is he's not our friend because he doesn't help us to avoid this zombie. Find the old parts and return to Nigel West Dickens. Oh, there's another one. Okay. See, that seemed to be like a plot zombie because it was hanging around in a cinematic, so I was going to treat it like it was special. Modifies all ammo to set the undead ablaze. Okay. And I kind of missed what it said, but about how to actually use it. Sorry about your damn luck, but maybe it's in the journal. Phosphorus coating is a treatment that modifies all ammo to set undead ablaze with a blue fire. Open your satchel with the correct herbs on hand to coat your bullets. Well, it sounds like that would be damn useful, but is that going to mean I'm going to have to spend, like, in order to actually use it for, like, say, really high-end plot missions? Like, I don't know how long that effect will last. Because it could be quite, what the hell is going on? I guess, I was just trying to... I don't know what that sound is. Sounds like somebody's got a Gatling cannon around here. I've done those quests before and found it deeply frustrating. Missing souls. A cure for most of what ails you. Let's see what missing souls is about. Without getting pulled into a find me... Oh, well, actually, hold on, though, because if I find the Gatling gun guy and he tells me to bring him corpses, I just hide one up. But, I didn't actually, it'll probably disappear now. So I guess I might... Yeah, I should be grabbing these, unless it's feverfew, because that doesn't seem to help with anything. Yeah, if I come across that Gatling gun guy, like, who wants me to capture corpses so he can research them, I just captured one, but I didn't bother to bring it with me, so... I suppose I could be riding around with it just in case one of those spawns, but it's been a long time. The last time one of those spawned, I was trying really hard to meet that mission, and you kind of have to do it without, are you... Do you need help? No? Okay, she's not... It seems like she was supposed to be a blue icon who would ask for help, and it didn't trigger right. This game is so glitchy. Really... I don't know. I don't remember it being this glitchy when I played it years ago. It's entirely possible that, like, there's been some update that fixed something in multiplayer but fucked up the single player. Wow, it sounds like there's undead jaguars out there. I'm not interested in running into one of those. What was I talking about? Yeah, like, it may be that recent events have made the game crash prone, but it's really not up to this. It's really not up to standard. It's like really kind of an unacceptable level of crashing for a AAA title. People always talk about, like, how disappointed they were. Oh, here it is. Stay away from the man with the crazy stash. Sideburns growing directly into the mustache. Think about that.
In a time of enormous crisis, I might have known the government would have you boys doing the work of a common clerk.
Well, thank you for your input, citizen. I'm glad you find life so funny.
My pleasure.
Do you think this poor girl's family finds life quite so funny right now?
Well, no, but
Family.
She's pretty much dead.
She was a common killer.
She's a missing person. Missing,
okay.
presumed dead, I guess. But you keep cracking them jokes.
I'm sorry, mister. I guess I spoke a little out of turn.
I ain't the one you should be apologizing to.
Oh, you're the one that heard me saying it.
She's 15. Millicent Waterbury.
There's no reward except that you'll gain the respect of a nameless guy who's just kind of a dick to you for being kind of a dick. So these are like... So no one else is allowed to look for this person. I mean, I guess no one else is going to actually find this person, but the game is acknowledging that in an interesting way. So how do I get back out? Because... yeah, how the hell do I get back out of here now? I didn't, because my horse is outside, I take it. So I'll take a little damage. Stumble around a bit. But, I was just going to follow the story, but now we got, missing souls, which is kind of an interesting concept for a mission. You get guilt-tripped into going looking for some girl whose parents are worried about her. I wouldn't hold out a lot of hope in this environment that your missing person is going to be okay. But yeah, people would still be wanting to find their missing loved ones. And I'm assuming... Well, I don't know. RDR is a dark enough game that we might find that she's already... We might find her and her already a zombie. See, now I'm suddenly going to have to stop to pick up... plants now that I think they're connected with this phosphorus bullet thing, because I'd been ignoring all plants, which maybe wasn't a good idea. Oh fuck.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah, there you go. Like whack that thing with a torch and then immediately pick up red sage. So this has worked out fairly well. I don't know where my horse went on me. Okay, it wasn't on the map, so figured for a second it had disappeared, but... Yep. Sure is fun to speculate about what an undead plague might do to coyotes. Mm-hmm. Let's not ride off any cliffs now.
Let's go.
If you do, I'm blaming you, not my gameplay.
Let's go.
So, he was just kind of making fun of the army guy doing the work of a common clerk, which I didn't really understand where he was going with that. It would be appropriate for a law enforcement officer to put up a gunslinger's picture for a wanted poster, and that's what Marston thought he was doing. Fuck. I'm just really happy our horse is alive after that little mishap. Don't want to have to be riding back through this with the girl on the back of the horse either. Might need to find an alternate escape route from... Because I was starting to think that she would be in the middle of all that somehow, though then there would need to be some story explanation for why the zombies hadn't killed her. But it could be we find her and she's already a zombie, and somehow we know it's her. I don't know how we would. That's the main reason I don't know that the story's going that way, is because, like, how would Marston know it was her if she was undead? So certainly I could see, like, all these silly things are like, you know, go find Bonnie's father, or go find the deputies from whatever. Those are all a Wild Fever few. I think it's still worthless to us. Oh, and there's zombies. See, I don't know. We haven't encountered any more mystical horses since I found the war horse, and I don't know if finding it and then letting it go is what would be required to trigger new and different zombies.
Come on, come
on. Okay. Well, we know that she's alive. Well, how did you think they were going to react to that, John? I would have... Ah, I missed. This actually shouldn't be too bad compared to some of the things I've beaten recently. I mean, it started me off with that, fuck. Well, he's watched me say that and then immediately get killed, but Dead Eye's actually a really good way to go, usually. I'm just not using it the right way.
Come on. Your family's worried sick.
Shouldn't she hop on the horse while I just search for, Your family's worried sick. No. Yeah, you're right.
What are you doing out here by yourself?
Even if the fourth are enough to go around, I just wanted to find something to eat.
There ain't no food out here but us right now, miss. You should stay where it's safe. I'm beginning to lose my patience.
With what? How is this her fault? Well, it is kind of her fault. She came out here, but...
What's your name, mister?
Who's your daddy?
John Marston.
I've heard that somewhere before. You from around here?
Well, I'm pretty famous for murder.
I'm down here, but I live in West Elizabeth. I have a small farm up there. My wife and son, they've got the infection.
But they're hogtied and have surely died by now.
Think there's a cure?
I sure hope so. Otherwise, well, I don't want to think about the otherwise.
Oh, you were real fast at hopping on my horse there. Climb on. No, I already teleported onto your horse, sir. Didn't take me long at all.
Let's get you home.
Okay.
What are you doing? We have to keep moving.
I am moving. What the... I know RDR1 had a little bit of it, but it's really RDR2 I associate with NPCs yelling at you to hurry up, like, the instant. Like, they put in, like, you know, just kind of flavor text of them wanting you to hurry.
It was like they could smell me in there.
Yeah, well, you probably should be bathing more often than you are, but I doubt there's a whole lot you can do about it. Yeah, so here's what I want to do. I want to go... I want to go here. And then down there, because that chasm is going to be a great place for them to
But they could.
pull us off.
Are they alive or dead?
Pull her off the horse, at
Somewhere in
least.
between, I reckon.
It's some kind of punishment for our sins, isn't it?
Well,
It's
your
hard.
sins, yes.
My pa warned me, but I didn't listen. This is all my fault.
I touched my special lady place, and now we're all being attacked.
I kissed a man and we
Okay.
weren't even betrothed.
Yep, it's your fault.
Where are we going? I thought you were taking me home.
I'm taking you home. I'm just not going through that fucking gap. We might miss some story, but unless I get some kind of...
This sickness, it ain't like nothing I've seen before.
Yeah.
You're telling me.
I mean, my Uncle Pete gets
Uncle Pete gets incoherent, is she about to say? Yeah, I just didn't want to go through this.
incoherent and mighty gropey from time to time, and coughs up some bilious horrors of a morning, but never anything like this.
I'm pretty sure whatever your Uncle Pete's got is saloon related. Now let's try to get you back to whatever's left of your family in one piece.
At the Grand Line. I gotta say, so far so good. No glitching in this video. I don't know that it would have mattered if all I'm trying to do is rescue this lady, as long as she still appears. Well, if those guys and gals outside of her cabin had glitched, probably the cabin. What the hell, game? I was like trying. I guess maybe I hit the wrong button to slow up. I was trying to slow up before we got to that cliff that we almost went over. But yeah, I'm thinking we could have ridden straight through that gap, gorge, that little chasm there, and I'm thinking that would be a great place for us to get killed. Because I would have to be... Like, I don't know if she's riding side saddle. I think she would have been fine But they might have included a mechanic where if you're going like full-on gallop with a passenger, they'll have a hard time holding on. And if so, we would have been kind of screwed. But yeah, you really shouldn't have kissed that man you weren't betrothed to, because it certainly caused a lot of problems.
Here we are. I can't seem to get away from this place.
And I'd love to. Now you feel more kindly obliged. Well, you're not the same guy. You got nothing to say? Well, I'd like my reward money that wasn't specified or even mentioned now.
Like I said, thank you. Good luck helping your family, Mr. Marston.
What do you mean, like I said, thank you? You're not the... Oh, okay, never mind. The one in the red is the one who welcomed her. Okay. You think this makes up for what you said?
We got a whole host of missing folk.
I've done my bit. Leave me alone. Really, that guy is just... He's still just like, yeah, well, ha, I know you rescued her, but you're still an asshole. We got a semi-automatic pistol for completing that mission with no ammo. Undead Hunter menu entry updated. Undead Hunter... What is that, like a challenge? I don't have any outfits either. Oh, maybe I do have outfits from... Oh! Find and break the mythical uniform. Oh, okay, I guess there's a special outfit I've been working towards without realizing it. I like the duster coat one. Maybe I should switch to that. We are at the end of the video. If I'm going to switch, this would be the time to do it. So we can save our game. So, like, I can do more rescue people missions here, but in fact, if I want it to count towards this outfit, I need to go elsewhere. El Presidio. Susudio. Oh, apparently that's right. I think I've figured this out before. Ah, it's on the next floor. So if there were going to be towns in this game where you could spend money, it would probably be here, but there really aren't. What might be interesting in this game is if there were still goods for sale with money, but there were very few ways to come across money and everything was ludicrously priced, like to the point where it's not practical to buy anything. Because that's pretty much what it would be like. So we can change outfits. I hadn't really thought about this at all. But the duster coat's a pretty cool look for a Western hero, I've always found. Let's save the game and... Well, now I got these missions to do. I'm kind of not sure. Breaking the mythical unicorn, I guess we'll keep an eye out for it. But maybe when we come back next time, we can just do some of these until they are exhausted. Or we could continue the main story and open up more possibilities. I run hot and cold on this game. I love Red Dead Redemption. They've done a much better job of just integrating zombies in and making it fun. And how would people actually react to than some games I've seen. They just throw in zombies when zombies were a hip thing to do. But it's the fucking crashing. Like, the idea that I'm going to do 100%. Like, we've got treasure hunter stuff that I haven't even thought about really doing. That I did all the treasure hunters and all the secrets and, strangers and freaks missions. I guess they're just called strangers in this game. Strangers and freaks is Grand Theft Auto 5. But I did all that stuff in the original Red Dead Redemption because I couldn't abide the idea of not doing... Like, I love that game. I wanted to do all the content. RDR2 is more like, yeah, like, there's this dinosaur bone gathering thing. Like, I didn't do that. There's certain just gather ingredients missions and, like, catch fish missions. Like, I didn't even bother to look on YouTube to find... And you could do it. Like, anybody watching my series could take it upon themselves to go... Well, he encountered the weird lady who wanted you to find dinosaur bones, and he didn't do those missions, and what would happen? And, like, yeah, you can look on YouTube and if there is a brief little plot scene that plays when you complete that quest, check it out. I didn't even bother. I didn't care. RDR2 had so much stuff. I never felt like I needed to see every single thing. But RDR1, yes. In this game, I would feel inclined to... I don't know if this is correct. I would feel inclined to see all that side stuff in this game, too, if the game would just stop crashing. And I had very good luck with that in this video. Hopefully we'll have that kind of luck next time. When... I think we'll just go rescue some more people. I think I'll let the main plot sit and rescue a few people. If you strongly object, let me know in the comments, and I won't see it till after it's too late. Anyway, catch you guys next time.